today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 51 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A first down throw for Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Niners at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Rosen to throw again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Mariota on first down. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mariota. And a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Finding room at midfield, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rosen to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth. Fourth down. Here's Rosen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll give it to Patterson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferkser. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. On second down, a run with Patterson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop it down at about the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Patterson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw Mariota. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Man open. That's Ray McLeod. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Rosen. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Rosen. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rosen. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now it's Rosen. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Rosen off the play action. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Now Rosen. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they're going to speed things up here. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Mariota, escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 2nd down and 4. Mariota now. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Mariota to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And now it's Rosen looking. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Rosen looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Rosen will throw. Got an open man, it's McLeod. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Buying time to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. He'll get this into the hands of Ayu. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rosen to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty did.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Rosen, and this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So here is Mariota and the Falcons. Down by a field goal. 1:36 to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mariota. Able to find Patterson and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Mariota forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Now Mariota. That's caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here's Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Rosen to throw again. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Rosen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, it's Rosen. Steps away to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at the 20. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Finding Edwards. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play fake, Mariota. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams. The fan bases, heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Meh.
Yeah, a little bit.
MEH, man. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.